Hello, my friend. Welcome back to Speak Easy English. I am David. I am so happy to see you here today. In this lesson, we will follow a story about Sophie. Sophie wakes up and sees the rain. She decides to have a relaxing day at home. I will speak very slowly. I will use very simple sentences. This will help you understand every word. After the story, we will practice speaking together. Are you ready for a cozy lesson? Let's begin. It is Tuesday morning. Sophie is sleeping in her warm bed. She is dreaming about a sunny beach. But then, she hears a soft sound. It is the sound of water hitting the window. The sound gets a little louder. Sophie slowly opens her eyes. She looks outside. The sky is not blue today. The sky is gray. There is no sun. There are no clouds that are white and fluffy. The clouds are dark and heavy. It is raining. But Sophie does not feel sad. Sophie smiles. She likes the rain. She thinks, today is a perfect day to stay inside. I will have a cozy rainy day. I do not need to go anywhere. I do not need to see anyone. I will just rest. Sophie stretches her arms. She stretches her legs. She yawns a big yawn. Then she gets out of bed. The floor is cold under her feet. She puts on her soft, purple robe. The robe feels like a warm hug. She ties the belt around her waist. She walks to the kitchen. The kitchen is quiet. The only light comes from the gray sky outside. Sophie wants something warm to drink. Something sweet. Something that will make her feel cozy inside. She takes her favorite mug. It is a white mug. It has a picture of a cat on it. The cat is sleeping. The cat looks very happy. Sophie smiles at the mug. She makes a cup of hot chocolate. She uses milk, not water. Milk makes the hot chocolate creamy and rich. She stirs the hot chocolate with a small spoon. Then she adds 3 small marshmallows. The marshmallows float on top. They start to melt slowly. Sophie carries the mug to the window. There is a small chair near the window. She sits down. She holds the warm mug in her hands. The warmth goes from the mug to her fingers, then from her fingers to her whole body. She feels warm all over. The steam rises from the chocolate. It smells very sweet. It smells like a happy memory. Sophie takes a sip of her hot chocolate. It is sweet and warm. It makes her feel happy. She thinks about her plans for the day. She does not have to go to work. It is her day off. She can do anything she wants. Or she can do nothing. That is the best part of a rainy day. You do not have to be busy. You can just be. After finishing her hot chocolate, Sophie washes the mug. She puts it on the drying rack. Then she decides to do some indoor activities. First, she wants to read. She goes to her bookshelf. The bookshelf is small but full. There are books of many colors. Red, blue, green, yellow. Sophie looks at the titles. She touches the spines of the books. She chooses a book with a bright yellow cover. It is a story about a happy dog. The dog has many adventures. Sophie has wanted to read this book for a long time. Today is the perfect day. Sophie sits on her soft sofa. The sofa is big and gray. It has many pillows. She takes a pillow and puts it behind her back. Then she wraps a big, fuzzy blanket around her legs. The blanket is blue. It is very soft. It feels like she is wrapped in a cloud. She opens the book to the first page. She reads 1 page, then 2 pages, then 5 pages, then 10 pages. The story is funny and sweet. The dog in the story is very silly. He chases his tail. He tries to catch a butterfly. He falls in a pond. Sophie laughs quietly to herself. The room is very quiet. The only sound is the rain outside. The rain sounds like a quiet song. It sounds like someone is whispering. Sophie feels very relaxed. Her shoulders are not tight. Her jaw is not tight. Her whole body is soft and calm. She reads for almost 1 hour. She forgets about time. She forgets about her phone. She just reads. After an hour, Sophie feels a little bit hungry. Her stomach makes a small noise. What should I eat? She asks herself. On a rainy day, Sophie loves soup. Soup is warm. Soup is easy to make. Soup makes you feel good when the weather is cold and wet. Sophie puts the book down. She leaves the blanket on the sofa. She goes back to the kitchen. She takes a big pot from the cupboard. The pot is heavy. She puts it on the stove. She opens the refrigerator. She looks inside. She sees carrots, potatoes, and an onion. Perfect. These are good for soup. She takes a cutting board and a knife. She is careful with the knife. She cuts the carrots into small circles. She cuts the potatoes into small cubes. She cuts the onion into tiny pieces. Her eyes start to water from the onion. She blinks. She laughs. The onion is making her cry, but that is normal. Sophie puts all the vegetables into the pot. She adds some water. She adds a little salt. She adds a little pepper. She turns on the heat. The stove makes a small sound. Whoosh. The water starts to get hot. Soon, small bubbles appear. The soup begins to bubble. The kitchen smells like a warm garden. It smells like earth and vegetables and love. Sophie waits for the soup to cook. She stirs it with a wooden spoon. She tastes a little bit. It needs more salt. She adds a pinch. She tastes again. Perfect. She pours the soup into a big bowl. She carries the bowl to the table. She sits down. She eats the warm soup slowly. Each spoonful warms her mouth, her throat, her stomach. The carrots are soft. The potatoes are soft. The soup is simple, but it is delicious. It makes her feel very good inside. She feels healthy. She feels strong. After lunch, Sophie washes her bowl and the pot. She wipes the kitchen counter. The kitchen looks clean and tidy. She looks outside. The rain is still falling. It has not stopped. The sky is still gray, but Sophie does not mind. She likes the constancy of the rain. It is like a friend who stays with you all day. In the afternoon, Sophie decides to be creative. She does not want to read anymore. She does not want to watch TV. She wants to make something with her hands. She takes out some paper and some colored pencils. The pencils are in a small box. Sophie sits at the table. She looks at the rain outside. She gets an idea. She will draw a picture of a big, colorful umbrella. She starts with a black pencil. She draws the handle of the umbrella. The handle is curved like a hook. Then she draws the top of the umbrella. It is a big half circle. Then she colors it. She draws rain around the umbrella. Small blue lines falling from the sky. She draws a pair of boots under the umbrella. Yellow boots. Rain boots. And she draws a small puddle next to the boots. Drawing makes her feel very relaxed. She is not thinking about work. She is not thinking about her phone. She is not thinking about the past or the future. She is just drawing. Her mind is quiet. Only the present moment exists. And the rain. When she finishes the drawing, she looks at it. She likes it. It is not perfect, but it is hers. She made it. She puts it on the refrigerator with a small magnet. Now she can see it every day. Later, Sophie looks out the window again. The rain is still there, but now it is lighter. She sees a man walking outside. He has a big black umbrella. He is wearing yellow rain boots, just like in her drawing. The man walks down the street. He sees a big puddle. He does not walk around it. He steps right in the middle. Splash. Water goes up in the air. The man laughs. Sophie watches from her window. She laughs quietly too. It looks like fun. She remembers being a child. She used to jump in puddles too. Maybe one day, she will do it again. The evening comes. The sky gets darker. The rain is now very light. It is just a drizzle. Not really rain anymore. Just tiny drops floating in the air. The world outside is quiet. The cars are gone. The people are inside their homes. Sophie lights a small candle. The candle is on the table. The flame is small. The light is orange and soft. It makes the room feel warm and safe. Sophie sits on the sofa again. She wraps the blanket around her. She does not read. She does not draw. She just sits. She listens to the silence. She listens to the tiny sound of the drizzle. She feels very calm. Her heart is slow. Her breathing is slow. She thinks about her day. She did not go outside. She did not do anything big. She did not meet anyone. She did not achieve anything important. But she had a wonderful day. She rested her body. She rested her mind. She gave herself permission to be slow, to be quiet, to be still. That is the gift of a rainy day. It gives you time. Time to breathe. Time to be. Time to remember what matters. Sophie looks at the clock. It is almost bedtime. She stands up. She blows out the candle. A small line of smoke rises into the air. She walks to the bedroom. She changes into her pajamas. The pajamas are soft and old. They are her favorite. She goes back to her bedroom. She pulls up her blankets. The blankets are warm. The pillow is soft. She lies on her back. She looks at the ceiling. She listens to the last few drops of rain outside. The sound is getting slower. The rain is saying goodbye. Sophie feels very sleepy. Her eyes are heavy. She whispers, "Thank you, rain. Thank you for this day. Thank you for the rest. Thank you for the quiet." She closes her eyes. She takes one last deep breath. She falls into a deep, happy sleep. No dreams. No worries. Just rest. Just peace. Now, it is time to practice your speaking. I will say a short sentence. I will pause. You must repeat the sentence out loud. Let's practice now. Sophie hears the rain. The sky is gray today. She puts on a warm robe. She makes hot chocolate. The marshmallows are sweet. She sits by the window. She reads a book on the sofa. The blanket is very soft. She makes a pot of soup. She draws with colored pencils. The man has a black umbrella. He steps in a puddle. Sophie feels very relaxed. She loves the rainy day. Excellent. You did a fantastic job. Your speaking is getting better every day. I am very proud of you. Now, I will tell you the key parts of the story again. But this time, I will speak a little faster. Not very fast. Just more natural. Do not repeat. Just listen. Listen to how the words connect. Listen to the rhythm. This will help your ear understand real English. Here we go. Sophie woke up on Tuesday morning to the sound of rain hitting her window. Instead of feeling sad about the gray sky, she decided to enjoy a cozy day at home. She started her morning with a warm mug of hot chocolate and watched the rain from her window. Later, she wrapped herself in a fuzzy blanket and read a book for a long time. For lunch, she cooked a healthy pot of vegetable soup that made her feel warm and happy. In the afternoon, she spent time drawing with colored pencils to relax her mind. By the time evening arrived, Sophie felt very calm and rested. She realized that rainy days are a wonderful gift for the soul. Did you hear the difference? The words are the same, but the speed is a little faster. That is how people speak in real life. Do not worry if you did not catch every word. Listen again. Play this part 2 or 3 times. Your ears will learn. You did a wonderful job today. I am so proud of you. Learning English is like the rain. Every drop counts. Every word you learn makes you better. You listen well, and you practiced your speaking. Thank you for watching and practicing with me, David, on Speak Easy English. If you like this cozy story, please hit the like button. It helps me very much. Share this video with a friend who is also learning English. Maybe you can talk about the weather together. And please subscribe to our channel and click the bell so you never miss a new story. Now, I have a question for you. Do you like rainy days? What do you like to do when it rains? Do you read books or watch movies? Tell me in the comments below. I love to read your messages. Keep practicing, stay cozy, and keep learning. I will see you in the next lesson. Bye-bye.